Well, you may know him as the star of TLC's Say Yes to the Dress or the author of the book It's All About the Dress. Stylist Randy Finoli works with thousands and thousands of brides every year, helping them find that perfect dress. And you're here in South Bend today for a big event. We got the Century Bride going on later today. But first, you're going to give us a few tips, a few ideas for maybe some brides out there that are getting ready for their own weddings.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for having me back. You know, I grew up in the Midwest.
Okay,
in
so you
Southern
kind of
Illinois.
feel at home a little bit.
Yeah, I'm feeling right at home, and I'm very excited to be back. So it's going to be fun today.
And so, Randy, I've seen you on whether it's Say Yes to the Dress, Randy to the Rescue. I've seen you kind of help brides who were so nervous or overwhelmed with everything. You kind of help them on their journey. Tell me, how do you calm those brides down and kind of help them pick that right dress?
You know what it really is? I feel, I don't believe in bridezillas. I believe I just have a woman in front of me that wants to be beautiful on her wedding day. And it's my mission to guide her through this process. This is generally their first time doing this. Me, I've done this millions and millions and millions of times. And I love every moment of it. I never get bored of it. I never get tired of it. Anytime a woman steps on the pedestal, it's a new story. It's a new bride. It's a new journey that I get to go on. And when she finally finds her dress, it's like winning the prize. And
what do you recommend for, I know I have some friends that are planning weddings now. Is the dress kind of that centerpiece that you want to pick out first when you're planning your wedding?
You know, really what a wedding is you're telling a story about you and your fiance. So everything about the wedding needs to speak to the couple. So the dress says, this is our style and fashion, and the flowers say, these are the flowers we like. The food says, this is the food we like to eat. And the music says, this is the music we like to party and get down to.
Oh, yeah.
So everything about the wedding really leads you on a journey about the couple.
Okay, and I know the day my wedding day comes, my mom is going to be there for every part of it. We've seen on Say Yes to the Dress some families that come on out and they have a lot of opinions. So what do you do when you're trying to guide the bride on her own journey, find the right dress for her, and you've got the family members, giving their own opinions?
I have to really remember that I work for the bride. And I want her to be happy for her wedding day. That's what it's about. And I sometimes have to remind the family, it's her wedding day. You've had yours. I always ask the mom, who chose your wedding dress? And if she says her mother, then I'm like, you know how it feels. Or if she says she did, then I say, well, okay, it's time for your daughter to pick out hers.
And Randy, you've had the chance to go all over the country, meeting some of your fans, helping brides. Tell me what it's like when you get that face-to-face interaction with people that are just so excited to get your input. I mean, you were telling me that it's not just brides that come out to these things. It's people of all ages.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to be at Century Center today. Wedding Day magazine has brought me in. And what's really interesting is that it's not just brides that come to see me. I'm doing a meet and greet from 4 to 6. I'm doing a presentation at 11. And I've got girls from 8 to 80 that come, and about 70% of the people that come are not brides. Even guys come to the show. Believe it or not, yeah, the guys love it.
So they get involved. Have you seen the guys that are planning? Because we have these shows on TV now, do you find that they're kind of getting a little more involved in all of this?
They are, and I think they're starting to understand their fiancés a little more and the craziness they have to go through and what this dress means to them and why it's so important. They think they can just go and pick up the tux and show up. But for the bride, it's much more than that. It really is, she's dreamt her whole life about this. I mean, we don't have royalty in America, so our girls are raised as little princesses, so this is their day to be, marrying their Prince Charming.
Big day.
It's a big day.
And this presentation you got going on at 11, people can hear all about these kind of insider tips coming up, right?
Let me tell you, I talk about my past, growing up on a farm in Southern Illinois. I talk about how I got into TV and Say Yes to the Dress and that whole story. And then I get into the bridal fashion trends and then really guide them through the process to find the perfect dress for them. It's very motivational, inspirational, it's funny. I tell a lot of things that happen in my life that go on. I mean, I really just talk about anything and everything, and I take questions from the audience, so it's very interactive. It's a fun time for all.
Okay, sounds great. And if you're interested in any more tips from Randy, you can, of course, attend that presentation today at Bendix Theater. That starts at 11. Then Century Bride 2013, the bridal show, will go from noon to 4 p.m. And then, like Randy mentioned, a chance to meet him, get some autographs, meet and greet from 4 to 6 today. And we're, of course, going to have all this information on our website. Tickets for that event are $10. Randy, thank you so much.
Thank you. And also, we've got about 60 vendors that are going to be there.
There you go.
So they can come out and meet the vendors.
One-stop shop for everything for the wedding.
Great. Thank you, Gabby.
Yeah, of course. We've got much more to come, and of course, your full forecast coming up. Stay with us.